this video will show you how you can go ahead and move an empty load through the system. So let's say that you assigned a driver to a load and turns out the load fell through, but you still need to pay the driver for that load and account for the equipment miles, etc. So we're going to go into dispatch and we'll say this particular trip you've already assigned to the driver because that's who is going to take it. So we'll find that trip under dispatch trips. And we'll say it's the second trip here. So I'm going to do update. And it looks like this trip was just from Sioux Falls to Lamar's. So I'm going to go to order details. And originally I was billing Amazon for this trip, but I'm going to go ahead and we go to my customer list. I entered a customer called Empty and just put, the company name, Empty Load, anywhere, whatever state you want. That way, every time I have an empty load, I can go ahead and tie it to this particular customer ID. So if I ever want to see any reports or anything like that, I can. And then it also is not going to bill any of our regular customers. So let's choose the Empty customer ID. Changes it up here. And let's also go to revenue, because now that that trip fell through, there's not going to be any revenue because we're not billing anyone. So I'm going to change that 1,000 to a 0, and I'm going to hit save and exit. And let's go ahead and assign it here. I'm going to assign it to a payroll driver because they get paid per mile most times. We'll assign it to Bob, who looks like he gets 33 cents a mile, and we'll go ahead and put a tractor on that, and I'm going to do assign. Okay. Then all that you would do is go ahead and complete this load just like you normally would. So I'll come down and do complete trip. And choose my deadhead. It's going to rerun the miles for me. And I'm going to hit proceed. And I'm going to show you what it ends up like. Sorry, freight billing. So in billing, I'll go to enter update invoices. And here's that trip. You can see the company code is empty and the revenue is 0. So we don't need to print this out. So we can go, we won't have to print it, so we'll go right to post bills. And we'll display unprinted. And I'll highlight it and do prepare posting. And you can see it's not going to post anything into my revenue account or accounts receivable. I'm going to do post one invoice. Data was posted successfully, and by posting it through freight billing, it gets it out of billing, and then as soon as that's posted, it's going to send that trip into payroll if it was a payroll driver, or revenue settlements if it was an owner operator, so they can get paid for that.